The Engineering the channel, launch 2.0, begin. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Engineering the 2.0 with your host, Engineer Man Stan. Today is going to be a little bit of a talky bit, but a little bit of show and tell too. Ooh. Cue that intro we love so much. Roll it. Okay, so the Engineering the 2.0, what could that possibly mean? Well, it means that we're going to go and do something ridiculously super expensive, but at the same time super fun that should really pan out really super awesomely. We are going to, wait for it, and continue to wait for it. I gotta get back into position. Alright. We are, ta-da! We're gonna make this into a drive-by GPS vehicle. That's right, folks. We're going to, over the course of the next set of videos, which is going to be extremely fun and exciting, we're going to turn this, which is one of my projects that I've worked on in the past for like a school project or something, and I was going to do a drive-by GPS project for that school project, but now I'm going to do it again without failing this time, of course. That project ended up failing miserably, but I'm going to do it again. But this time, I'm going to do it with much more better stuff. Oh my God. So, we are going to go through an adventure. First off, we're going to build the drive-by GPS drive system. I'm going to modify the crap out of that. That right there is not suitable enough to carry all the weight that's going to be required for all this. We got batteries. We got cameras. So yes, first-person vehicle cameras. Ooh, that's going to be fun. And so you get to see the car driving by itself. We're going to create a radio band that can actually that will take the carrier signal and transmit a data signal on top of that. So it's going to be a carrier plus a data signal. I know, I'm going to create my own radio waves. Ooh. Don't worry, it should be a frequency that no one is using, and it shouldn't cause much interferences. At least I hope. So we're going to create an amplifier. We're going to create a radio base station. We're going to create the data encoder that's going to be used to essentially use my computer to control the vehicle from afar. And I'm going to use my house as the base station, and my house is going to have a massive antenna. I have a massive heat sink for this thing. I have an enclosure. I have everything, mostly everything. I'm still missing a few parts here and there. There's going to be a lot of data signals that I'm going to need, and understandability. So we're going to actually go through and understand the math, understand the designing, understanding the scope of this project, and actually, hopefully, by the end, explain thoroughly what car companies are trying to do now, which is drive-by GPS, which is self-driving vehicles. And there's a lot of concerns for that. There are like people that are saying, but if the car drives itself, will I end up driving off a cliff? Will I end up making some weird turn, or will my vehicle make some weird turn on its own, saying, "Hey, this is not where I'm supposed to be," or will it actually be more like, the guys lay in a coordinate, like in Star Trek? That's how they did it in Star Trek. They laid in a course and then just went warp to it. And yeah, you had people there controlling the ship, just navigating, but really the ship was moving by itself and just going to a destination on its own. Because when you're in warp, pretty much there's no turning, this, that, and the other manually. It's all done electronically, computerly. So that's the two ways this drive-by GPS can actually happen. You lay in a course, it goes where you want it to go. Or you lay in a course, and the car just says, "Nope, we're going to go somewhere else." So what I'm going to do, or attempt to do, is explain this over a series, and we're going to discover how drive-by GPS would actually work in reality. Now, mind you, there's going to be a few other things involved with this drive-by GPS. It's not going to be fully GPS controlled, because as of currently, GPS is accurate down to 6 feet radius. And that's enough to say, I got a car here in this lane, I got a car here, and I got me here. 6 feet can't put me into this car. Well, according to physics, two physical objects cannot occupy the same space without some sort of catastrophic collision occurring. Well, obviously, you accident. So how are we going to prevent that from happening is we're going to have multiple styles of sensors built into this vehicle. That's the reason why I said that this vehicle needs to be modified dramatically to account for the weight that's going to be involved. Because I'm going to build a small LiDAR that should be able to fit within the door panels of any vehicle that is in modern vehicles. So we'll have that to use as kind of a guide as to physical objects. Other objects that are involved are going to be line detectors. One that can register yellow and one that can register white, both on each side. So it'd be a white yellow, and with that, it could determine its lane position depending on if it's going to hit a white line or not. That's another thing. So line follower style coding will be used. On top of, by the way, yes, there's going to be a lot of coding involved. That's going to be fun. A stupid amount of coding. That going on. On top of that, we're also going to use IR and also ultrasonics. Well, yes, I know I said that sound doesn't work when interference is in place. It's a backup mechanism. And that's just to help keep it more centered on the road than anything. and the IR will most likely, it will be used for heat signature stuff to make sure that you're not going to hit a person or hit hit the vehicle in front of you or whatever. So channel 2.0, the engineer in the 2.0 is going to be talking about drive-by GPS. And this project is going to be massive. Oh my God. I don't know how much money this is going to cost me, but you know, if y'all feeling any generous or whatever, I can in the descriptions I'll list my Cash App for donations, or I can list a PayPal account for donations, because like I said, this is going to be really expensive and it's going to cost a lot of money to do, but if it pays off, it's going to be awesome. And for just a quick recap, building a radio system from the house, building the actual vehicle, coding everything, and then having it drive around my area where I live. You'll get to see you'll see how the vehicle operates around, and you know, we'll go from there. I mean, now there's definitely going to be other projects in the middle of all this, but this is the reboot of this channel, and I'm really excited to finally get to it. So with all that, please like and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And this is Engineer Man Stan signing off in 2.0 style. Rock on! Yeah! This is gonna be so much fun and so expensive. Alright, see you guys next time.